Hey guys, Opie's behind the camera. I've asked her to follow me around the room. From this section here, stay right there, all the way, which is about 50 feet, all the way to here is all my shovel stuff. These are 4 foot wide, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 40 feet by about 4 foot wide, full of shovel stuff. Now I'm going to go over it, what we got, and count it, and then give you a price at the end. All right? So most of the stuff is lowrider stuff. We're going to talk about what it is, where it goes, what it does, and it's one price. You take it all. I ain't shipping it unless you pay me. Okay, this exhaust pipe here came out in 1981, made to 84 for a shovel head. It's a 2-piece, has the center cover here. These are new old stock exhaust covers, front and rear. When I was building all the lowriders you saw on the YouTube, I bought every fucking one Harley had. These are the last ones. So I've got a whole box of both of these. We're going to go over it. This is the only one I got. This is an actual FXS kicker arm. These motherfuckers are hard to find. Very hard to find. This is the only one of these I have. This is the 81 to 84 license plate bracket. They're a little bit different than the earlier ones, so this is a different bend. You're going to have to rebend this back to make it work, but it's the correct nuts and bolts. This is a little loose, but it's the right strip there. This is an FXE, which is slightly different than an FXS risers. FXS takes a lip here. This is a original kickstand for your lowrider, or your Sturgis, your wide glide. This is a Dash 77 rear mounting for rear backing plate for the air cleaner for the 77 lowrider. So it'll be also be for your 77 FXE. Here's your air cleaner cover. Boom. So you just need the cover. There's 2 of these. These are original paint. We have a right and left, nice shape, with wiring. Your runoff, your high-low beam, and the buttons for the handlebars. This gray wiring is almost impossible to get. Now these are new old stock in the box. These are 81 and 80 only, or a Sportster, Big Twin, whatever. 2-year only deal. 82 they changed. These are new old stock in the box. There's a right and a left. We've got my last 4 DOT stickers here. Now these go on the handlebars. You follow? There's 4 of them. These are the last ones I got. These are original. They're not remade. They go on the handlebars or on the frame where your master cylinder is, and any of your shovel head models. Now these are the 78 style. They use this 78 and 79. This is for your 1200. This is a sticker that goes on your air cleaner cover. I've got a few of them, the old stock in the box. There's 2 here. There are, it's all the same thing. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of them. We got this here. This is the Harley decal for fuel tank decal for 82. Okay, there is appears to be just one. I thought there was a pair. Guy sold me a pair and only sends me one. Typical. We only have one half of that. There's only one in there.
Oh, that's it.
Yep. But we have one, the old stock. Now these here, which there's a whole box of them, what these are new old stock, brand new 77, the 79, brand new old stock, sticker covers. If you got a 77 or 79 lowrider, that's what you gotta have. Boom. And I got a whole shitload of them, new old stock. We're gonna count them in a minute. This newspaper here dates from 2009. 10 years ago I wrapped it. That's probably when I got them. 2009. So there's two here. There's one on the table over there. And we're going to count the box. Here as we go. Here's the box of them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. And let's see what these are. Something else. I'm not sure what it is. Come on.
Oh, you opening the bag?
Yeah. When you open the bag, that's what happens to these bags get stuck. Ooh, look at these. Didn't even know I had those. Okay, that's knuckle stuff.
Oh, that's not included.
So this is all knuckle jewels. So that goes in the knuckle jewel pile. Alright. Forgot I had them fucking things. Discovery. That's what happens when you got a lot of stuff. So, anyhow, so those are the dual stock kickers. There. Put this over here. I'm going to separate it. Okay, now, what? We've got so much stuff. All right, so we're going to go over everything. If it's shovel related, it's in this fucking pile. Simple as that. Okay, we've got FXS tank. This is dash 77. Let's see. So we have 2 new old stock decals. Now these were obviously made there later. This one here still has the AMF. So we got one of those and then 2 later Harley replacements. When Harley replaced them later, they didn't say AMF anymore. So we got that. We got 1, 2, these are 1, 2, 3 lowrider. This is for the front fork, for the piece, crossover piece. Brand new. And let's see, that's another one. So 4 lowriders. These are lowrider decals for the front fork. Let's put this back in. I bought all this stuff when I was doing all those stock lowriders. That's what this is from. Now these here, 1, 2, what else do I got? Well, here's the screws for it. Okay. Let's see. Well, those little screws, what they do, if you hold a sissy bar, I think these are the bracket screws, pretty sure. You'd have to check the parts book. Why did I buy them? I'm pretty sure these are the screws that have something to do with a sissy bar with a little bracket that goes on that holds the thing or something like that. Yeah. So there's a part number here. It's 282W. So check your parts book on that one. Make sure. They could have given me the wrong thing when I asked it for them. But these here, there's 3 of these. These are hard to find. These little fuckers. That is the optional sticker for the sissy bar for the 77, 78, 79, 80 lowrider. Goes all the way up to 82, I think. But that sissy bar has it on there. These are brand new stickums in the wrapper. Now this is Sportster's, the Sportster kicker arm, but it's new old stock. You ever see the black ones are always Sportster. So don't buy a black one thinking it's for your lowrider. These are brand new stock. They're blank AMF Harley Davidson key blanks. And they don't reproduce this. This is AMF Harley Davidson key blank. They got a whole shitload of them here. Maybe close to 20 of them. Okay, so that's that. Let me put this back in the bag where I really make a mess. So everything, what do you got? What's the list? It's like, fuck if I know. So we're gonna count it right now on the fucking video right in front of you and figure it out. So let's just count these while we're counting stuff. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's 14 key blanks. Now will I separate this pile? Yes I will, but you're going to pay me retail. You want to buy it wholesale, you got to buy the whole fucking thing. My idea is so it ain't here on my floor no more. You want to buy it wholesale, you buy it all. You want retail? No problem, we'll sell you a couple pieces. But if I sell a couple pieces out of the pile, it's still going to be the same price for the whole pile because there's too much shit here. Okay, now, let's see what else we got. These are the Super Glide decals. There's 2 of them. That's for the front fork for a little cross piece. There's a pair of these. Now what these are Dash 82 cable controls. There's throttle and another throttle here with gold, rated gold, factory Harley accessory. There's some pieces, some back I did. Here's a tank emblem. That's 77 style tank emblem. It's got at least 1 screw there. Here's a 78, 79 style tank emblem. These appear to be new old stock. And here we have a new old stock, Dash 77. Oh, I'm corrected. See, there's the Dash 77, but I guess it was also used in 76. So it does apply to 76 and 77. Let's see. Then we got, oh, here's the other 77 style tank emblem. So we got a pair of them. These are just little glass baubles that came from something. So this is knuckle stuff. We'll put that over to the side. And these are your, I believe, your sissy bar screws. God, I recognize them. I use these for a bunch of stuff. I use these, remember the dash panel that comes down across your lowrider dash and comes down and has a screw in the back? This is a screw in the back that holds that down. There's a few places they use that on the bike. These are hard to come by. So we got some strips and nuts for your electric glide strips. Got a few of those. And this here is the Dash 85 thing for the back of the sissy bar. And oh, we got another one of the Dash 78s here. We got another one of those there. Now, your Sportsters were real famous for running the aluminum rims. The Super Glides could get it too. It's the same drum for the single disc brake, which was used from 73 to 76. We got a whole wheel there plus 2 spare rims. We've got 2 of these. These are hard motherfuckers to find. These are new old stock, 7-spoke mags, brand new in the box. Right there. We've got 2 of them. Here's the other one. Now, these here were used in 76 on your Sportsters. Optional for the Super Glide. Might have come out in 75. Check your accessory catalog. In early 77, mid 77, it came out with the FXS Lowrider mid-year. When that bike came out, they hadn't quite got their casting down for the 9-spoke mags. They had the 7-spokers and they had the 13-spokers. So your early 77 lowriders had a 7-spoke front and a 13-spoke rear. The 13-spoke is just standard FLH stuff. It's fairly easy to find. The 77 spokes, or the 7 spokes, they're fucking hard. And we got a used one right over there. That one over there in the corner, that's another 7-spoke. So we got 3 7-spokes. 2 of them are new old stock. This is just a accessory sissy bar. It'd be like for a Sportster or FXS, that sort of thing. It's just thrown in the pile. Whatever. Here's an optional taller sissy bar bracket deal. There. Now, let's continue. We have this pile of stuff here. Let's count them. Some are together and complete and beautiful. Some not so much. Some are just pieces, but the basic units, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right about 13 basic units. Pre-81, they didn't have that reflector. So any of your early shovel heads, you need this if you want the right license plate bracket. And those are getting really hard to find. So I've got the shovel top end, has 2 different barrels, 2 different heads. Here's one of the barrels here. That's what that is. These are some FXWG style struts. This is your relay cover for the bottom of your battery box for an FLH. Here's some brake lines here, original brake lines. These are rears. Here's a shroud complete with the top for an FLH. Here's a couple of lowrider style horns, original horns in the box. Here's some original buckhorn bars. Those are stainless, by the way. Here's another FLH cover. Now, before I count all this stuff out, we're going to go over here. Guy asked me for some stuff, so I put this all in a pile for him, and then he don't want to pay me money. So here's another pre-81 license plate bracket. It's a beautiful original rear brake. This style was used 73 to 79. They always wore out. This is in really good shape, still original paint and everything. Original brake line. Some rear passenger pegs. Again, your lowrider sissy bar. An original petcock. These are new old stock takeoff pegs. There's a whole bunch of those. These here, for an FLH dresser, we got the dual rails. These here, I believe these came out in 81 or 2. In late 81, so it wouldn't have the AMF on it. But these are the accessory brackets for the back of those rails. Really stupid hard to find. So, now remember I said the risers for the actual lowriders are different. They have this lip. The later ones have the lip too, and it has an extra one of these. And this is also, most of them are solid like that, but they're different. And it's a different bend, and they don't mount. They don't fucking mount. They break. They crack. You gotta have the right bottoms and the right top. Really fucking hard to find. So here's your Yankee turn signals. You've got 2 rears, 2 fronts. I don't have the brackets for the front. There's a few of these. These are Wagner brakes. These are rebuildable. The rebuilt works way better than any of the aftermarket stuff. You've got a nice dash, low mile dash, low mile tack. So that's what you want to have on your restoration, is a good low mile unit. The top motor mounts, these fucking things always break. They almost always have an aftermarket motor mount on them. I've got this one plus 3 other original top motor mounts. So this is an original paint 77, 78 style oil tank. It doesn't have any writing here. I've got this strip. I've got a new old stock one somewhere in the pile. That's original paint oil tank. This is that gray wire you can't find. New old stock. Brand new. That's dash 79 part number. The early ones, the wiring was a little different. That's why it has a different part number, but they still use the gray wiring, 77, 8, and 9. So we've got a 80 to 80, 81 control here for your clutch. This is your earlier gray style master cylinder with the right brake cap. These fucking things are hard to find. Some more gray wire. These all got corroded. These are all original, correct for 77, 78 low rudders. Here's an original sprocket, an original rotor for the rear. These fucking things are hard to find. They wear out heavily. So, let's go back over here. Oh yeah, forgot the handlebars. Now I got a few of these over there. We're going to count them in a minute. The aftermarket drag bars are a different bend. This is Harley Davidson right there. I bought every one they had in the country. Every one. So this is dash 77, so your 77, 8, and 79 lowriders came with these drag bars factory. If you want the real drag bar, here it is. I've got a bunch of them. That's one of the ones in the pile. So we've got a FLH aluminum primary from the 70s. We've got 3 more brakes. This one's still original paint. Obviously that's the nicest one, but these are all original brakes. Here's your brake mount bolt. Now these here are all, these came out in 65 and were used through at least 82, but this is your FLH battery box cover. These are actually getting hard to find. We got 2 original chain guards here. 3 more of your Wagner Lockheed brakes and 1 bracket. This is your lowrider style bracket. Okay, now let me get over here. Now I bought a whole bunch of these. We got 2 used and a whole giant box here. Giant box here. Yeah. Plus another used one and more new. Well, that's got to be at least 20 or 30 of them, maybe more. Let's count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, there's 40, 42, 44, 46, there's 48. Your old stock, this is the correct bracket that you need to mount your muffler to your bike. You know, any of the mufflers, boom, has to have that bracket. Here's some FLH mufflers. We got some FLH muffler support brackets here, original. That's what goes on here. Those brackets I just counted go right here on the tip. We've got 2 more of the early with the little lip FXS style here. And this is your 80 to 82 style cover for the black. We've got 2 of the 82 to 84 style lowrider tappets. FXWG, same thing. Now there's some used ones of these and some new ones of these. These are actually really hard to find. These are the little end clips, the little covers that go on the end of your hand grips for your lowrider, for the stock hand grips. There's a few of those. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 there. And then these here, you've got to have the plastic and the little outline piece together to be complete. You can get it, as you see right here, just a plastic. These are hard motherfuckers to get. These are your shovel head lowrider super glide front fork deals. And there's a whole bunch of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yellows. 1, 2, 3. Might be a cover in there. Yeah, here's a cover. Guess that's a used one. Another red one. Yellow one without a cover. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the red. So we're going through this pile so you have an accounting. How much is there? Well, I don't know until I count it out like this. I'm not going to count it out again. Watch the fucking video. So if you ever want to put a stock bike back together, you want to have it all original, guess what you better have? A pile like mine. Or spend a lot of time at the swap meets, buddy, because it ain't easy to find them. This is just some aftermarket controls, so it's all in the pile. Same with that. But this stuff, like these nuts, these are $6 a piece at Harley, man. Can't find them. Used, almost impossible. $6 a nut. These are your controls for your cow pie lid. That's a hard bitch to find. Little connector. So we've got various little round straps and starter straps and a good used solenoid in there. That. Let's see what we got here. I'm about to get these mufflers out of the way. And yeah, they're original Harley Davidson. If it's a repop, I'm gonna point it out and toss it to the side. Almost all this shit's fucking rough. Can't put a repop lowrider back together, it don't fucking work. So we got centerpiece, repop, some push rods, repop. Your ham cans. 80 to 84 ham can, you gotta have that, or it ain't gonna mount up. There's a left and a right. Hard motherfuckers to find. Some struts. A few of these in here. Various little aftermarket little tidbits, like these for the rocker nuts. That sort of stuff. This is little cap for your headlight shroud. Gotta have that. These little acorn nuts, man. I bought them. There's a few of them in the pile. Master link. Various screws and acorn nuts, whatever. It's all in the same pile, so it's going to go. So that's that. Let's see what's in this pile. Here. We've got new old stock. Brand new. Here's the box. The Dash 80. This is your gray wiring loom again. Well, you can, like I said, you can put this on the early, later one, whatever. Your very first 80 lowriders still had the drag bars and the silver everywhere. First few hundred, maybe 1,000, and then they switched it. That's why this has a Dash 80 number. Later on, they went with the black instead of gray. They ran out of gray. They didn't remake it. The fuel line hose, just old stuff. Oh, here's nice. Here we go, new old stock. This is your silver one, so that's 7789 plus the earlier models. The part number in the box says Dash 79. Couple license plate brackets, and just various little tidbits that you got to have. For the sissy bar, inconsequential stuff. Some of it you might need. Little nuts and bolts. You got to have the nuts and bolts to make it work. So that's why it's all sitting in a box. Some are real, some are just whatever came with the box type deal, you know. So we got that. Now, get one of these other boxes. Electric glide. I assume you guys know what the hell that is, right? See, I told you I had an old stock little cover here. Brand new in the wrapper for the oil tank. They usually got the wrong one on, or somebody put some kind of trip on it, you know. Gotta have the right one if you want a stock bike. Electric glide spears. a truly real left brake handle. FXS cover, that's the original one. These are some FLH rear light covers there. Here's an actual oil dipstick, a real one. This is an original shifter. Here it's splined. This is not splined, this is a reproduction. There's some more FLH spears. Original rubbers, if you care about that. Little brake screw. It's all stupid little bullshit, a lot of it. You go, oh fuck, I need one for my bike. How many swap meets do you want to go to? How much time and energy and gas money do you want to go through to find some stupid little bolt? 1200. Okay, this original. One of these is cracked, but the screws are still good. Here's the cracked one. But you still got the original screws, so I saved it. Here's your rear brake mount. See, here's the bolt. There's the other bolt over there. Somebody bent this, but you can re-straighten that. Another set of electrical ideals. Okay. These are accessory. These are not stock, but if you don't mount these under your little banana brake, the brake wears out. Brake's no good in a couple thousand miles, so you gotta put those. This is a new old stock 77 to 79 in the box primary cover. It's my last one. Hard to find. Hard to fucking find. They're all fucked up. This is a 80-81 style Y-Glide original paint. It's got a little nerf right here. That guy can fix that really easy. And it's original paint. Now, these little fuckers, your 77 to 79 low riders had that beautiful little cut with the slash cut muffler pipe. They take their own fucking bracket. Wouldn't you believe it? None of the other shovel brackets work. You can get the pipes, you can get the muffler. If you're really lucky, you can actually get their own unique exhaust covers for them. My number 57, it's on the YouTube. I had a whole new old stock exhaust pipe for that, including the covers. You know what I didn't have? These motherfuckers. This is the bracket. So we took one off a real bike and had them made. Had them made. Powder coated. There you go. They're exact. I mean, they're identical. Perfect identical. And the welds, everything. Identical. So, I've got 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. Hey! 7, 8, 9, 10. Indigo! Enough! Okay, so there's 10 of those. I made 100. The guy, Ty, who bought all my shovel stuff, he let me keep back these just in case I ever wanted to build another lowrider, which we haven't done. So, those go. You want one? You get to make it. That's expensive. If you ain't got a fab shop, that's money. Big money. Now this is aftermarket stuff. There's a couple sets of the rocker studs, some fork boot covers. Here's an aftermarket FXE style top motor mount. There's the exhaust gaskets here. And we got a couple of Blue Streak point sets, weight set, the nut. Some of these are probably starter motor deals. There's a later clutch handle from something. And this is the spacer for your rotor, the pulley spacer, right there. You need those. Now, this here is just a box of various spacers, that sort of stuff you might need. Nothing special, nothing wow. It all goes. You might need it. These are aftermarket. They're 5-gallon. Okay. Black paint job. We all know what it costs to paint. $300 just for your paint. You know, they go. Put them on a bike. Ride them. Whatever. We came off a running bike. There's nothing wrong with them. We just bought the bike. So we took the sheet metal off. Made some fenders. Back. The last bike we built, the Dino Bobber. That's what these came on. The tanks and that rear Y-Glide fender right there. that black rear fender, that came on that bike. So, now, these are all pegs. So you got the early Super Glides had these style pegs, the FLHs had these kind of pegs. You got a few of them here, like that. And this is the end peg cap here. You can't get that motherfucker. The lowriders have these center pegs. Boom, put those on. The rest of these are brand new old stock takeoffs. Brand new. You know how much these motherfuckers cost at Harley Davidson? $12 a peg. They're brand fucking new, man. Here's the, this is your bracket for your Yankee turn signals here. There's one of them. Here's another. Put that over there with them. Oops. It's a knucklehead part. Smashed around. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 31 of those in that box. Okay, it's 31 in that box. Right, let me put these over here with the Yankee turn signals. Those are the brackets. Put this over in the, supposed to go in the knuckle polish shit. There we go. Now, this is just a box of various little bracketries, whatever you might want, you might use. Doesn't matter. This is for like your FLH seat that somebody cut off the big rail. You have that bracket to mount that stupid seat. These are just some reproduction mirrors, nothing special. These are 3 more. I mentioned them. These are the original top motor mounts for your Super Glide, your FXS style. Your FXE has the ignition under it. They didn't crack. These motherfuckers cracked. Try to get the FXS original top motor mount. If you don't walk up and find it for $1 at a swap meet, you're gonna look for a long motherfucking time. So, I mean, that's all I got left. That's all I got left. That's all I got left. You know how many ones I had to hunt up? Because they were almost always cracked on every lowrider. That's a lot of work and a lot of swap meets. More FLH spears here. Here's the ground cable. Now, these here, these 2 boxes are all of those new old stock exhaust covers. There's a front and a rear and a center one. This is the center one here, the black. So, we've got these used ones. Now the hose clamp is just go down to the auto parts store, guys. Harley wants stupid money for their hose clamp. It's the same fucking hose clamp. So don't do that. So this is the, here, this is front. It says right on the box, front exhaust, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 NOS front exhaust, plus that one over there, plus these used ones. These are actually really hard to find, those small ones. Oh, fuck. So these are all the rears. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Of those are all new old stock rear exhaust covers, unobtainable, I bought them all. You want them? Here they are. Harley don't have them. I do. Now, let's see. Just various little things here. What the hell are these? Not sure what these are. Where I got them from. It's unusual. Not marked, and I can't fucking remember right now what the hell these are supposed to be. Well, there's a part number, don't know whose, 26162 at $9.15 a pop from years ago. I can't remember what the hell these were fucking for. These are your chain adjuster screws for the center. Why are you getting rid of all of that? Because I'm out. I'm out. I'm retiring. So I'm getting rid of that. So more shovel head 4-speed than anything else, so it goes with the shovel head stuff. Here's your springs for the clutch. Here's your center clutch hub nut there. Original bolts. There's those fucking acorns. These here, well, granted they're reproduction. I'm not even going to count them. These are all $5 a piece. This is your brake light switch for the handlebars. They go out all the fucking time. You'll never run out. You'll have them forever. I can't remember what bracket that is. What is this? Part number -67. There's the part number. You have to look it up. Look it up in your parts book. There's a pair. And there's this here. This is Sportster something battery box. Blah blah blah. This particular one's a V-twin. Something. Goes in the pile. Who cares? It's all you. One shot buys it all. Okay. Now we've got another brake rotor here. This is for the front. See how it's recessed there? This is a reproduction rear. If you see the chrome, reproduction. So, PM style brake. I have no idea whose. Just a reproduction kicker. You have a real kicker. That's real. So, that's that. You've got 77 owner's manual in here. Right there. Believe it or not, these are actual jewels. This is an FLH cover, but if you're putting a stock FLH back together, unsandblasted. Putting the stock FXE back together, unsandblasted. Got to have the right cover. Right. Now, as we go down the line. Now that one kickstand over there, that was an original one. Some of these are original, some are reproduction, like this bag specialty deal. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's an early one. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 kickstands in the box. This is a 7980 style paint job on that. So here's a bunch of battery cover stuff. This is a actual like a Sturgis battery cover here. The black ones are also used on some of the early Sportsters and standards. Here's another one. Believe it or not, the black ones are hard to find. I don't even bother counting. These are all brand new reproduction. These are FX battery straps to the top. Gotta be at least 10 to 20 in there. This fender's a little tweaked. It is an original fender, perfect for a bobber, but you've got another one of the 1200 with the spears. That's good. Okay, now 1980 came out with the rear belt drive. In 82, they came out with a bearing for your rear belt drive here, an actual roller bearings. This is 82 to 84 rear belt drive inner primary cover. Stupid hard to find if you need it. So I'm not even going to bother pulling all this out and counting. This is all original plating shovel stuff, from neck cups to tranny shifter to push rod tubes, risers, stock mounts, clutch release mount. This is all a whole giant box of original plating, shovel head stuff. Okay. Now, just a visor for your brakes. This is for something. I'm not sure. What the hell does it say? Eagle iron. Don't know. Came in the box. Alright. More stuff here, more stuff here. These are your wide glide top nuts there for the bottom slider there. And this is some aftermarket stuff. It's more of that, whatever that cover is. Another Eagle iron one. What the hell these are. Okay, now. These ones in the wrapper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. New old stock plus that one. That's the drag bars again, 77, 8, and 9. Then we have 2 originals here. Battery box. Right, that's FX. These are accessory foam mounts for the front fender. If somebody wants those. Original FLA shocks. These are original lowrider shocks. Dusty. And here's the rest of that shovel head top end. 2 different heads, early and late. Plus another barrel here. This is a later barrel. So not too bad. No busted fin, but you know, if you need it, here it is. There's so much stuff here, you can consider this free in the bottle. So, this is brake stuff. You make a brake line up. There's a solenoid cap, piston rings, some brake pads, clutch springs. It's all little stuff that's stupid, that's expensive. You got to go buy it. Here's some rockers. There. Here's a ground strap. More points. Some plugs. You get the idea. All the shit you're going to spend a fortune on trying to put your bike together. Some aftermarket pegs here. See, this is not the Harley one. This is reproduction. Okay. Now, we've got a chrome oil tank, the FLH style shifter, splines, that's the original, starter motor bracket, that's covered, shock covers, got a reproduction tail light, a real tail light. This is your early 73 to 76 style front brake. Rear one of them. Compensating sprocket in the front. Aftermarket master cylinder. Another aftermarket master cylinder. We've got another rear brake here. Doesn't have the bolts or nothing, but the paint, the original plating on it. Wow, that's nice. Push rod tubes. There we go, got all that. Alright, now we've got a new old stock primary chain. This is factory Harley, new old stock primary chain. A reproduction, but with original nut, or the bolt is at least, or the top motor mount. Rollers for clutch on wheels. Some more of those beautiful little acorn nuts that you can't get. So a box of them. It's original paint rear swing arm. You're putting your bike back to original paint, are you? Really? What's your swing arm look like? How much battery acid you got on it? There's the beautiful one. No battery acid. So we got another kicker on here. There's brake light switch stuff. This is Greg Specialty Speedo stuff. Another repop kicker. This is 80 inch, so that's late. 80 came out in 77 on select models. And up. And another set of rockers there. And we've got, this is for your windshield with the spotlight, which I believe that's Leaf Evo, but it's in the box. this is, ooh, this is nice. Guess what that is? This is your original cap for your early shovel heads for the top of the master cylinder. Hard to find that piece. And there is little master cylinder stuff. Oh, with an early cap in it. Yay. See? These caps are hard. Hard to come by. So, the saddlebags don't go. I'm going to put those on my bike. But anyhow, so that's the fucking pile. Now, what's the price? Yeah, I got the rocker arms here. Yeah, those are rocker arms. Got those.
Okay.
So, what's the price? I'll put it on a pallet for you. You ship it. Okay? $4 grand takes it all. You're going, $4 grand? Dude, the handlebars are $100 a pop. That primary cover is $1,000. The NOS wheels over there are $1,000 each. I'll separate it. You're going to pay me retail. You want it all? It's called, I gotta fucking move, not, here I sold a couple pieces, what do I do with the rest? So it's all, or you're gonna pay retail if you want a nickel and dime me. It's all good. It's gonna be, no problem. We'll sell you little pieces, price the part, less shipping, plus PayPal. Okay, if you want to send me $4 grand in PayPal, you get to pay the PayPal fees, or you send me a wire. Or you can pick it up. No problem. I'll help you load it on your truck. I got a guy right here. He's on the West Coast right now. He's out of New York. He's buying a box truck. Give him some gas money. He'll take it back east for you. It's not a problem. Ost Motorcycle. He's right on Instagram. He was over here kicking back, smoking weed just yesterday. So that's that. $4,000. Let's get it the fuck out the door, man. It's all you. You can build yourself some nice stock lowriders out of this. Just so you know, an original paint 77 lowrider, $25,000 to $60,000. Okay? So that's why these parts are expensive. Got it? The motorcycle is expensive. They're rare as fuck. See you guys on the next video.